Yes, the gospel. True Israel crucified in Christ. Following with a lot of spiritual, meaning those caught up in the wrong spiritual. They were caught up in the wrong spirit, not caught up in the spirit of Yahweh, but caught up in another spirit. Is this? They're trying to add extra manna onto the Christ, the living bread. Because Christ is the living bread. So that's the point. See, so that's why you don't add any extra bread to a testimony. When someone gives a testimony of what Yahweh has done, you let that testimony stand, or you bring it before Yahweh. That's the point. So what many got to stop doing is, with quote unquote what they call religious. Because everything God commanded and did back in the past is called religious, right? Some call it religious today. So that's the point, right? So since Christ is the living bread, and He is the living bread, we're all witness that fact of that Christ is the way, the truth, and life, and the Son of the living God. He's the Messiah, the Lion of Judah, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, our Lord of Lords. Now, don't add the extra manna. Don't add the extra manna that God provided for the people in Moses. See, right? Let Christ, when people speak of the testimony, let the testimony be what it is. Don't add slander to it. Don't add your take to it. Let God be God. Let the servant speak what he or she speaks. Let the church speak what they speak when it's true. Don't add anything to the manna. Don't taint the Christ. And that's the point. You understand? And enjoy the service of the true testimony. Because once again, if you think it's tainted, it goes to anybody and everybody. Me, you, him, her. That, right. Don't go where it's tainted at. Only purification. And when we speak of the Lamb of Lamb, we're speaking of the spotless Lamb. God's Lamb. So when you hear testimony, that's what you're hearing. So don't add to it. Don't, what do you know about the testimony? Were you there? Right. If I have a testimony, if she has one, if he has one, the church has one, were you there for their testimonies? But why are you adding your grief to it? Why are you adding your standard to it? Why are you adding your bitterness to it? Why are you adding your unforgiveness to it? See, that's the point. Many are not free themselves from what they claim. So see, you must become free to truly understand a testimony of the Most High. And there's only a select few that understands that. Testimonies of the Most High. Testimonies I might give, he might give, she might give, a church might give. And they understand when you're speaking for the body. You're not just speaking of yourself. Because see, that's the point. Only Lucifer thinks of self. And then he gets everybody to start thinking of self. And then they start thinking about one person instead of thinking about who they're supposed to be thinking about. And glorifying who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be glorifying the Most High. You're supposed to be loving the Most High. You understand? Now, if you steady praying and steady fasting, and steady praying and steady fasting, and steady repenting, because that's a wrong act right there, then the Most High is also telling you this. Right, the Most High is telling you this. So right, so now when you start coming with things to say, come with things that are of the Most High. Then come with things that are of the Most High. Remember, every man's a liar, and God is the truth. So come with stuff of the Most High. Heart, mind, and soul, you need to be loving Him. Peace. Church of Christ, love you.